everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is the first time you are seeing me. My name is ellvna and welcome to another episode of Music Monday! Yes, so as you can tell by the beautiful Sounds Good Feels Good poster behind me, I am back home for the holidays. So, yeah, that's actually all I really wanted to say about that. So, in my last video, I mentioned that I need to make a new Music Monday episode because my music taste has just kind of been shifting a little bit over the past few months, and not even few months, like a lot of months. And I have a lot of bands that I want to talk about today and kind of just talk about like how my music taste has been feeling lately because she's like going through some changes. So if you've never seen a Music Monday video from me before, basically I make these videos every few months, every so often, about my current favorite bands that I've been really into lately. Put them all together on a playlist and I share it with you guys. I play a few songs, we jam out together, it's a good time. And then all the songs that I talk about today are going to be on a Spotify playlist, which will be linked right down below in the description. That's on my Spotify. Feel free to follow me on Spotify while you're there, but if you want to check out any of the songs I talk about today, they're all in my Spotify playlist. So I have 7 bands to tell you guys about today. 90% of them are pop punk bands, and then the other one is like an alternative pop band. And I feel like that is a very accurate representation of how my music taste has been lately. For a lot of my early teenage years, like alternative music, indie music, it was like my thing. But pop punk had always had a special place in my heart from my earlier childhood. High school came back, got more into pop punk, became my genre again, but alternative rock and pop always still was very prominent in my music taste. But shit, you guys, recently literally all I listen to again is pop punk. I don't know if it's because I met my boyfriend 10 months ago and then went to Warped Tour and then blah 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 blah, but all I listen to again is pop punk, pretty much. And I'm not complaining because this is the best genre of music ever, let's be real. My love for alternative music is still here. She's just not present at the moment, but it's okay. I'm really excited to show you guys some of the bands that I've been loving lately because I feel like there's a few of them that you guys haven't heard of at all yet, and I'm so excited to show you guys because I love introducing you guys to new music, and hopefully you like these bands as much as I do. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with the first band that I've been into lately. This is the one alternative alt-pop band. I'm sure most of you guys know who they are if you stan 5 Seconds of Summer like me, because these guys are really good friends with them. But yes, if you couldn't already guess, I've been really into the band Lovely the Band. I found this band because of 5 Sauce. They are really good friends with Mitchie Collins, and they kept posting on their social media like, Mitchie Collins, his band, Lovely the Band, they're coming out with music soon. And so I checked out their music when it dropped and I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good. Recently they've been getting a lot of more attention beyond just 5 Sauce. Like, they played at Lollapalooza, they're on the radio a bunch, so that's really cool. I've been really into them lately. I think they're really cool. If you're into the alt pop world, definitely check them out if you haven't already because they're lit. So my favorite songs by Lovely the Band I chose to share with you guys today. These are my friends, and the other one, which is called Make You Feel Pretty. Friends, these are my friends, I love them, I love them, friends, I love them, I love them. We're living in your brain. These are my friends, I love them, I love them. Okay, oh my god, this song makes me feel like such a bad bitch. So yeah, Lovely the Band, they're pretty dope. I like them, I vibe to them, they're a fun time. Okay, the rest of the bands I'm going to be talking about today are all pop punk emo, hardcore, whatever, all in that genre. So if you're not into pop punk music, I'm so sorry. But if you love pop punk like me, then you're in for a treat, because that's all we're gonna be talking about for the rest of this video. So, love that. Okay, first band, oh my gosh, okay. Listen up, everyone. Second band I'm going to be talking about in today's video, I love them a lot. Over the summer, I think it was just one of you guys, one of my Twitter followers tweeted me one day and they were like, yo, have you ever heard of the band called Point North? And I was like, no. And at the time I was like really looking for new bands to get into, so I was desperate at this point. Anytime anyone tweeted me or left a comment on my video saying, hey, have you ever heard of so-and-so? I would look them up because I'm like, I need new music. So this person was like, yo, you should look up the band Point North. And I was like, okay, never heard of them before, but I'm gonna look them up. I looked them up. The first song I listened to by this band was their cover of Hammer, which is originally by Nothing Nowhere. It's like a rap song. And they turned it into a pop punk song. And I didn't even know it was a cover because I had actually never heard of Nothing Nowhere before. But then I found out it was a cover of like a rap song and I was like, are you kidding me? This band took this like rap R&B trap song and turned it into a completely like new sound, totally pop punk, and it was really good. I'm gonna listen to all their other ones, and all their other ones are super good. And they released an album over the summer and the album was pretty good too. Then they just released a new song called Ghost in My Home, which is so good. I bop to that song daily. And to top it all off, they're going on tour and opening for As It Is on their Great Depression tour. The band I am demanding you go check out right now are called Point North. They're really good. I feel like they're just starting out and I want you guys to go check them out because I feel like they're gonna be pretty big soon. So definitely check them out while they're still starting out, while they're still a little small. And I hope that they get a lot more recognition in the upcoming months and year because they're sick. My two favorite songs by Point North are definitely the two I've mentioned. Definitely Hammer, because the first time I heard that song I was like, oh my god, this is tight. And the other song that they just released called Ghost in My Home, it's so good. Oh my god. I love this song. This song was my like anthem of the whole summer. It was literally all I listened to and I'm not mad about it. Okay, the next pop punk band that I've gotten really into recently, honestly ever since Warped Tour, I've just been like, love these guys. I think a lot of you will know who they are, but if you're someone like me who has known who they are for a long time but never really bothered to listen to them, this is my incentive to you to go listen to them because they're really good. They are a band called Grayscale and they're really good. My whole story, my backstory, my history with Grayscale. So a lot of my friends back home love them, but I never really bothered to like listen to a lot of their songs. I don't know why. I don't know. I feel like it wasn't until I saw them at Warped Tour live that I was like, oh shit, these guys are really cool. After Warped Tour, I kind of dove deeper into Grayscale and now I love them. They're really good. I love their most recent album, Adornment. I think it's so good. Honestly, it's like almost like 10 out of 10 in my opinion. My two favorite songs from Grayscale were honestly hard to pick because I love so many other songs for different reasons, but I had to go with their song Palette because, man, that song just pops off. Every time I listen to it, it gets me like so hyped. I could be in like the most like boring, down, like chill mood, but as soon as the song comes on, like I literally like I snap, you know, like sister snapped, like that's me. And then their other song, Mum, I love the whole Adornment album, but my favorite song is probably Mum just because I think musically it's just really good, and then lyrically it's like, it's sad, but it's also really powerful at the same time. So I respect that song a lot, but this song just... Okay, the next band that I've been super into lately is one that my boyfriend showed me like maybe a month and a half ago. So this is another song that maybe not everyone has heard of. I have never heard of them before until he showed me some of their songs. So they're called The Plot in You, and I think they've been around for a while. They have 5 albums, and I'm surprised I'd never heard of them before. The songs that I really love by them, honestly the whole album that I love by them, is their most recent album, which came out this year. It's called Dispose, and it's a lot different from their older music because I tried listening to their older music and it's a lot more hard and like just like a lot more heavier. I really gravitate towards their newer album. I feel like maybe they just tried something different. They went a little softer but still pretty badass. So I really love this album. I feel like every single song is really good. But although I like literally every single song on this album, well, I have a definite favorite, which is the song that my boyfriend showed me. And that song is called Feel Nothing. Oh my god. Such a sick song. It's so cool. Oh my god. It makes me feel things. And then my other favorite song by them is called Rigged, which is another one that he showed me. And it's really good. Plot in You, great band. Definitely go check out their most recent album. I think it's really good. And any of their older music, if you like that too. Definitely check it all out. They're really good.
Before I say another word, just know that my intentions were pure. Are you not sick of playing games? Sick of giving blame? Sick of fucking living like the world has never given you a life defining day? I feel nothing for you. Feel nothing for you. I will never make the mistake of letting some crooked motherfucker steal the life from every one of my veins.
Okay. The next band I'm going to be talking about, I think a lot of you guys are going to be like, really, bitch? It took you this long to figure out this band's freaking amazing? Yes. This is a band called Movements, and listen. My Twitter timeline is literally, sometimes it's literally just people like crying about how great Movements is, and now I get it. I didn't get into them until probably like around September. I know a lot of my friends love them. A lot of people I follow on Twitter like swear by Movements, and for a long time I was just like, I don't really know. I listened to a few of their songs and I was like, oh, these are pretty good, but I don't know why it took me so long to really like get into them. They became like my designated band to listen to whenever I was doing homework or something. Like, I don't know why, because like some of their songs are like pretty intense, but a lot of them are very like chill and calming and just like beautiful. I listened to Feel Something from like beginning to end whenever I was doing my homework, honestly. And I just feel like a lot of the things that they talk about in their songs, a lot of the things that they sing about are really important. A lot of the things that I myself found myself relating to a lot in my last semester of school. I know I've like mentioned it a few times, like, oh, this semester sucked, haha, but like my mental health at one point was like at a really low point. So a lot of the songs from this album that I listened to over and over again were things that I myself could connect to, which was really cool. I love Movements, they're great. Great band. My two favorite songs by Movements are both from Feel Something because I love that album so much, and they are called Full Circle and Colorblind.
Not a matter of if, it's when this is happening before it'll happen again. It comes in waves and I pull the line from myself in the undertow. All my imbalanced chemicals, and this cycle comes full circle. Save yourself from not worth it time. Is there something wrong with me? This town is deafening. 'Cause you are cold, but I'm colorblind.
Okay, now, the next song, all of you are gonna be like, a bitch, I feel like if any band is just like one of the fundamentals of modern pop punk, like it's this one. I'm just now getting into them, so sorry. So this is a band called Story So Far. Yeah, I know, everyone loves them. And I've always known pretty much who the Story So Far was. I've seen their name around. I just never like bothered to listen to them, which is so stupid of me, I know. And going back to my love life, I met my boyfriend and this is like his favorite band of all time, and he showed me a bunch of their songs and I was like, okay, damn, these are pretty good. And then they came out with their new album, Proper Dose, and oh my god, this album is like 10 out of 10. I love this album so much. Like, this album has been on repeat since they released it. I feel like the past few like months, every time I just need to listen to music but I don't know what to listen to, I always gravitate toward Proper Dose because it's just so good. And for their older stuff, I have yet to really like dive super deep into it just because I'm obsessed with Proper Dose. But from the songs that I have heard from their past albums and the songs that like my boyfriend showed me, they're a great band. For my two favorite songs by The Story So Far, I had to go with my favorites from Proper Dose because I just love this album so much. So my favorite songs from Proper Dose is the song called Proper Dose and then the other song called Line, which I feel like it's kind of interesting that I love Line so much because it's kind of almost like an interlude-y kind of song. It's mostly instrumentals, but for some reason it just like makes me feel something inside of my heart. Like, it's such a mood. It's just such a mood. You know what I mean? Not to be like a relatable teen, but like, it's a mood. It's so nice. And this just fucking fires me up.
Just don't even compare.
Alright, now the last band that I'm going to be talking about for this episode of Music Monday is one that I got into about a month and a half ago at a very random moment. I wasn't even looking for new music. I was not doing a Spotify deep dive. I was literally just sitting on my bed doing my homework, and my friend Dylan texted me out of nowhere, sent me the link to one of this band's songs, and he was like, hey, I think you would actually really like this. And I was like, okay, bet. And I listened to it and I really liked it. This is a band called, I think this is how you pronounce it, Yonaka? Yonica? It's Yonaka, all in caps. It's a female lead singer. She's so cool and her voice is really pretty, and they don't have much music out yet. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like they're not like super pop punk. They could arguably be like kind of in the middle of just like rock, punk, pop, I feel like it's just like a mix of all of them, but they're really good. They have some really good songs out, and I'm excited to see like what they do next. I feel like eventually they'll probably release a full-length album, and I'm excited to hear it. I've been into all their songs, their EPs recently. They're really good. 2 favorite songs by ellvna, I don't know, oh god, how do I pronounce it? I don't know. Is the song that Dylan sent me, which is called Creature, and then my other favorite song is called Own Worst Enemy.
If you don't fight it, I'm a creature.
So those are all of the bands that I've been super into lately over the past several months, because I haven't made a video like this in a long time. If you knew any of these bands already, let me know which ones you already knew, if you like them, what your favorite song is, or if there's any bands here that you've never heard of before and you like what you heard from the songs that I played, let me know which ones you're planning on checking out. Once again, all the songs that I talked about today are in a Spotify playlist in the description down below, so make sure you go check that out. And that is pretty much it for this episode of Music Monday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this video and liked me, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because that would mean a lot. I also have social media. I have Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. My Twitter is at @notellvna. My Instagram is ellvna.jpg, and my Snapchat is ellvna96 if you want to just scan my little code. I'll leave it here for a second. Thank you. That is all from me this week, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, my name is ellvna, and that's me over and out. Bye!